JJ and Anthony back now to look ahead to Game 2. So now we know for sure that deGrom will start. Anthony, what are your expectations realistically for him specifically?
Well, knowing the talent, you expect a great outing. I mean, but knowing that the blister is still there. I know he says it's not a problem, and Buck has said it's not a problem, but it's out there. He has not pitched well in his last 4 starts, a 6 ERA, 2.5 homers per 9 over that span. So we're not seeing vintage Jacob deGrom. Knowing the moment, knowing the fact that I don't mean to be whatever here, but this could be his last start in a Met uniform, depending on how things go. I think that it's primed for something good from him. How long that goodness, JJ, is going to go, I don't know if we know yet. I'm not expecting more than 6 innings. I'm not expecting 7 shutout. I'm not expecting him to pitch into the 8th or 9th inning. But what if he gives you 5 innings or 6 scoreless innings? That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, I think you would sign for that. And I don't think you can assume that Jacob deGrom, who has not gone 8 or 9 innings since he has come back, would be able all of a sudden to do that. Now, look, I think he's going to pitch well in this spot. His back is against the wall. The team's back is clearly against the wall. And you mentioned the narrative of the idea that this could be potentially the last time you ever see Jacob deGrom in a Met uniform. It's crazy talking about that. You know what else is crazy? This is the first postseason start for Jacob deGrom in 7 years. Think about that for a minute. He's never made a playoff start at Citi Field. So it's all on the line. Yeah. It's win or go home. He's got to be great, and the offense needs to back him up. Scoring a couple of early runs might give him a little pick-me-up. Just saying.
Crazy. They absolutely need him. But a week ago, the Mets controlled their own destiny. Did you think we'd be sitting here now, JJ, talking about them facing elimination in the wild card round?
No chance. A week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, absolutely no chance. But the Mets did not take advantage of the Cupcake City September schedule. They went a couple of games over 500 against mediocre teams. And give Alonso credit. Talked about it before Game 1. He said, I don't want to hear necessarily just about the Braves series. We got swept by the Chicago Cubs. But that's the predicament the Mets are in. Anthony, you got to deal with it. Bottom line.
Yeah, this was going to be the show where we would all be chuckling over the other 2 teams that were hoping to play the Mets in a further round. We're pounding on each other and, oh, look, they're using up their bullpen. They can't hit with runners in scoring position either. But here we are, now, and the Mets are on the brink, and they've got their best pitcher going. But, I mean, for months and months, they were in first place. We were all looking forward to, off in the distance, there was that October glory, and now it could all come crashing to an end in less than 24 hours. It's hard to fathom.
Well, the 2022 Mets are known for their resilience. So, all right, so we know how Game 1 went. Now that we have rosters set, you know who's pitching for both teams. Anthony, what is your prediction for Game 2, and do you predict a close game?
Well, I'm not backing away from my Mets in 3 prediction, even though I'm not feeling that great about it, or as great as I was when I first made it. So the Mets win tomorrow, and then they set up a real do-or-die for both teams on Sunday. I think it'll be a close game. The Mets have to score, obviously. I think deGrom will keep the Padres down, and then maybe even, 1 reliever to Diaz, 2 relievers to Diaz, and they'll get a close, but it'll be 3-1, 3-2, something like that.
I had the Mets in 3. I'm not backing down now. And I can't say that I'm drawing the line in the sand and I'm doubling down after what I saw from the Met offense tonight. I do think that Jake is going to show up. I expect to see Edwin Diaz for 6 outs. I think the Mets will get this to Sunday. The question I have now, what kind of shape are the Mets going to be in come Sunday? Because everybody has got to be available for tomorrow night. It's win or go home. Simple as that. But I think we have a game on Sunday.
All right, so we're all expecting Mets to at least take it to 3 games.